Evening, chat. Evening for someone, anyway. Let me get chat popped out here. There we go. Alright, I can see chat now. Let these intros finish up and then get into it. The way they actually modeled, like, the first town PC version, yep. These, I've been, so I've had these sitting here for like 5-10 minutes. The time between the openings and the menus are almost the same, which I thought was neat. There's no reason to keep like this timing the same. It's cool that they did it though. Straight up, there was someone at least did that. PSP port. I was hearing great things from other Suikoden fans. It may have been to see something of the series happen, which is true. At least we got something. I don't know how I feel about the visuals. Not just like PSP, but more like mobile in general. Menu fully included, which is nice because as far as I was reading, there's actually a lot here. That's really cool. Oh yeah, there's no difficulty. Go. It has like a mobile version feeling to it, yeah. Though for context, it is not a series I am as familiar with. So this is not something I've done all of my homework on. By the time there's an actual port review, that won't be the case. I'll actually know what I'm talking about. For now, that is not the case. And this is... I have things to talk about with, like, the beginning here. And I know about what part we're going to go up to in each game. And how that'll go. But that'll be about how we do. I'm actually not, like, feeling too great. Get into that and talk about myself and Rita, but it'll also be a little hard because this game was relocalized. They redid the localization. There are plenty of rough patches in the original, like, localizations, especially in the first game. The second one seemed a little more solid, but there was still room for revisement. We'll keep to, actually I'll turn down the HD one. Now this is gonna trip me up because let me use PlayStation buttons to describe both games. The HD version has you using triangle for menu, and on PS1 it's square. Trip me up first looking at anything else. The original game calls the currency bits. It's a potch in... It was potch in the original 2, It was only ever called bits in the original one, so everything else has corrected it to Potch. We'll go. I was intending to go through like about as evenly as I can. This isn't like too stressful. There's no voice acting. There's not much else we're like looking at, and I would like to get through them as fast as I can. I didn't speed up the original version's text though, so that was on me. And now it's gonna be a while before I can correct that. There would be a lot of dialogue though if I was reading through all this. I will at least give it time on screen. Without being able to read all of it myself, I don't have as much to... I don't have enough context to really judge these localizations myself properly. But yeah, we'll see as we go. Minor effect in the ground. Light the reflection, right. There's a number of quality of life improvements that I can already been familiar with, and changes on that front. We'll get to those. If they couldn't use like a pixel font, this font they did pick isn't terrible. Certainly they picked a better font than Square would have. I got a box behind. Yeah, we'll do Xenoblade X next week. Xenoblade X probably won't be a... I don't know if that'll be a back-to-back. I guess it should be. Yeah, I haven't been feeling too great as of late, which is why I'm not like... I'm trying to, even with what I'm doing in this setup here, playing with two controllers and a controller in each hand, I'm still trying to do it more relaxed as possible. You have a Wii U? Darn tootin'. I got a Wii U because, there was a... The Wii U can not just play Wii games, but if you have it soft-modded, it can play GameCube games. Because the only reason it can't play GameCube games is they took it out of the disk drive, the support for it, but it can still play GameCube ISOs. So I was under an impression that the Wii U would be a great way to play, play GameCube games and Wii games and record for them too. I found out when I did Tales of Symphonia was when it happened, where I realized something's wrong with the color, and then I look into it, and there's a whole, yeah, there's a very known issue about how the Wii U does color, even on Wii games, with chroma subsampling. I'm pretty sure is what it looks at. So they. Okay, when you have someone behind you, the speed's more uniform. When we get into the game, we're gonna start, different, there was a difference in walk speed when I was testing this before. The difference in walk speed will be more apparent. Anyway, I realized, if I want to record and zoom in on things, I gotta use other hardware. Let's go over here real quick. Okay, so this is what I mean. So this is the walk speed of the remaster compared to the original. It's because there's a run. You can run now. You can also run diagonally in the remaster. You can't do that here. So there's no DualShock support in the original, but at least in this one you can yeah, shiny boots. You can run diagonal, walk and move diagonally. I like how they do the soundtracks. Census seems to be 1 is a downgrade art-wise, while 2 is an upgrade. I did kind of vibe with how 2 was handling it, though I didn't get as far into my testing of 2 in the remaster. Really wish I had a more thorough way of how I was gonna do this, but it's a turn-based game. It'll go fine. I need to change the text speed in the original. I already did it in the remaster. The remaster has it set to fast. There. It's also a transparency option and stereo. I got popping over here. So if anyone is more like cognizant of the series or has already played through these remasters, they're welcome to share any info. It will be something I bookmark for later. Any important info anyone has, it's gonna be screenshot, research it, and save it for later. There is a... Let me pull this up now. One of the things I have here. Elizabeth Buzzhouse, she's doing a localization Let's Play, which is all a text one, so you can read through it the whole time. I don't know how far she's gonna go, but this is something like what Clyde Mandolin has done. It's sort of formatted like that kind of blog, with how she goes through in the Japanese dialogue and then lists the PS1 dialogue and then the remaster dialogue, and it is comparing it under her understanding of everything. I'm gonna link this one if anyone wants to read on it, because if you want something more like somebody who knows more of what they're talking about, I would recommend checking that out. Somebody who's already familiar with the games and would be more qualified to speak on localization quality. As everything that I have to go off of is impressions, first impressions. Cool idea for stream, thank you. I've done it a few times, I just hope this one isn't as much... Like, these are stressful streams to do. And again, not feeling too well, so I'm hopeful to just get through it easily. It shouldn't be. It's usually more of a hassle when I have to micromanage a dozen other things at once. But this is not a, this is a pretty low stakes game. Pretty easy sequences we're gonna go through and compare. I'm thankful everybody moves correctly. There was an update for the Pixel remasters actually recently. I'm not sure if... Whoops. I'm not sure if those were, that was taken care of. I kind of doubt it. Severe limitations, yep. So, there were things they had to, like... Admittedly, they could have done better because they did them better in the second game. So more credit to where it's due in the second game. The second game probably isn't as revised as much. It would be more this first one. There's spelling mistakes. Yeah, it was probably a smaller team and everything handling it. If it even was a team back then, sometimes it was not a team. Go over here, we can talk to him. So, also, my idea when I was gonna do this was that the walk speeds would be more uniform, and they are not uniform, so that's an extra variable I had not considered. What was yours? Man, this walk speed's gonna kill me. I gotta go one at a time. No walking in the original. It will literally go faster if I just hold both controllers and go. Yeah, probably, more than likely. Like, Suikoden 2 did do better in general. So there it was more important to prioritize. Anyway. This is gonna kill me. I can't soccer ride this one. I thought I would. I can do the dialogue. Let me move my keyboard out of the way. I hardly have any room here. That's probably a problem. Those ones worked out because Ted Woolsey as much as, like, you could say some things about his lines. I mean, even then, yeah, Ted was under some pretty harsh conditions as well. I got off here. Yeah, I haven't, I have been, I won't go on this too long, we'll focus on the games. It's felt like I haven't actually been so much burnt out on YouTube as I've just been burnt out in general. What? What's going on? Am I holding a button? My controller was holding a button. Controller cable was holding down on the keyboard. Need a vacation. I've been doing my best to relax, which goes back to one of my stressors, which is Rita, where she's doing better, but it is a roller coaster of emotions. In terms of how she's doing. And keeping an eye on her. She'll have a physical therapist look at her near the end of the month. And hopefully that will yield some answers. Some of the stress is just not entirely having a grasp on what is up 100%. So, get answers there, and maybe that'll help. It's a lot, though. It's a lot going on. So, it isn't just, like, YouTube, and maybe realizing that will help. It's just kinda, I like everything. Sucks. Doing what I can, though. We'll see. I certainly hope, like the plans are kind of, like, stockpiling up, but it is at the point where it's like, I'm so far out from the releases of things, I can take my time on them anyway. That was the plan from the beginning, anyway. So, see where things go from there. You know, we'll still, the streams are low effort, that's why I want to keep it like this. So, like, when we do Xenoblade, I may only do, like, the beginning, back to back like this. It probably won't be, going 1-to-1 for nearly as long. I felt like I could just, excuse me. For this, I felt it'd probably be more important to demonstrate both at the same time. So it's like, it would certainly be easier just to play the remaster and show it off, but I would like a little more context as to everything we're looking at. There is we'll also see a number of quality of life things that just make the original a little more approachable. There's a few, like, systems in the first game that are just a little bit clunky. And then by the second game they fixed them and took care of them. But the first game's a little clunky compared to the first one. And by that, I mean systems like how you equip stuff, how your party members' inventories work. That's more what I'm referring to. Come on, Ted. Like, pixel remasters with lower random battles and higher XP. I would not know, which is part of the problem. I feel like because you run, you're technically doing more steps, which means you're proccing potential battles more often. So there had to be some adjustment. That would be more. That and like the scale of the maps is why they would not just blankly let you keep the same walk speed and just run. Walking diagonally is nice. Man, this really is killing me. I wish I had, what is it? There is a mod for always running in the remaster. That would have been a nice option if they included it in. Don't need to do anything, just looking at the inventory. Oops. Animation looks better in the original. It's about this. I guess it's about the same, though. In the second game you can run, and the running sprite animation in the first game is based off of how it looked in the original of the second, which is where they got that what that run animation in the remaster is based on original 2's run animation. Leather coat for sure. You would buy it, put it in the inventory of whoever you want, and that's all it gives you, and then you have to go separately to... If I put it on someone like Gremio and I wanted Tyr to equip it, I would have to go to Tyr's, Gremio's inventory, move it over to Tyr's. Otherwise, after it's in their inventory, then you go to equip, and then you go down to the slot, and then you equip it. And then it's from there. And then if I wanted to hand me down the tunic, can't do it here, but... And then in the original... fur robe. Throw it there. Same method of transferring and equipment. I was thinking more of the second game. Oh, really? Oh, here, let me check. Let me try this. Hold on. Let me double check here. Let me throw this on somebody else's inventory. Throw that in Cleo's inventory. Okay, and if I wanted to, here. Cleo. Okay, so if it's in somebody else's inventory, you can still go down and from the equip menu of that character, equip it and pull it from their inventory automatically. It saves a step there. It's... The inventory system in the second game to begin with isn't like that, so it makes a lot more sense in the second game already. Just another thing they proved there. Yeah, I would rather like Konami let like who did the Castlevania DS one? That one was pretty solid. Things like that, let them handle it. I don't know what team did this one. All the mobile game assets. Yeah, I agree. For me, that is a turnoff. It is we're just talking to them. We don't have anything to attach right now. Remasters of 3, 4, and presumably 5, I have no clue. Be hard to say. I feel like I saw sales numbers for this game already. I don't remember. I may be misremembering if someone brought that up. Let me pull up the overworld sprite. This is an interesting one. The original overworld sprite has that little bouncing hat. Doesn't do that in the original. It's because they don't... In 2 on PS1, it's not like that either, and how it is in the first game. That is only just in the first game. I wish it stayed bouncy. Like, it clearly has, like, extra frames. It's that, you know that one deliberate Mario gif that, like, adds frames to his running animation? It's kind of like that. But at the same time, I kind of like how over-animated the silly hat is. The bandana. It's just something you didn't see often. It's just like, it's almost out of place how, like, bouncy the hat is. The bandana, rather. Eating Chronicles. Yeah, they contacted me. They offered me DLC as well. I need to invest more into the series first and foremost before I get more into it involved. I do think it's interesting that, like, as going through this game, like, blind, it would be very easy to get lost, and it feels like if it were another company, they probably would have put, like, quest markers in, but what they did do is there is a, text log you can pull up, northeast. There's a text log you can pull up so you can reference past conversations, I think that's good enough. In the instances of where I have needed to reference it to remember where to go, the log has been enough over, putting quest markers on the screen. No, Atelier is another series I will get to. I am behind a dialogue. I'll get to at some point. I wouldn't, like, not much stake I can like put myself under right now. Like anything's gonna have to be indefinitely on the list right now. I'm not where I'm not totally comfortable making any more promises on what I'll cover. Like at some point, but we're talking like long term, cover that stuff. It'll be a bit. Just a lot going on at the moment. Do the dragons still sound like elephants? Yes, they do. Yeah, all the sound effects, the quirky sound effects were left in. What Tales Remaster will be. Yeah, I'm curious as well. I believe I talked about it before with the PS1 once, but those were already... The one I was thinking of that was on PS1 was already remade on PS2, but it was Japanese only. I was saying, like, if there's any that old, I think they should just do emulation. Mayhaps. Unless they have, like, source code. I certainly, I don't want more mobile-looking stuff. You can, there's also a mod to turn off the vignette in the remaster. I'm a mercenary. There you go. There is a, like, boss on the way of where we're going. How far in? We're 30 minutes in. Oh, man. I don't know how much time I want to give to each games because I'm still like trying to judge how I'm personally feeling. But there again, it's low stakes. If I was reading all the dialogue, especially because it's a different localization, I would probably be more like I probably would be stopping before we even got to any battles. Is the thing. So they handled this bickering a little better. The bickering already feels forced. At least it's written a little better. Less jarring. Tekken producer. Yeah, Harada, who's not just Tekken producer, but on the board of Bandai Namco. He was talking about that they pitched the idea of a Xenosaga remaster, and the marketing team at Bandai Namco did their research and said that it would not be profitable. And then like a year later, they did Baten Kaitos. Wrap my head around that one. I'm not entirely surprised, I guess. Star Ocean second story video about the remake, one of those games I rented but never owned on PS1. Good stuff. It was I enjoyed that remaster a lot. Despite how far it's a remake. Despite how like far it went in deviation, Still just a fun game in general. Story was nice as well. Into a battle here. The grass, you can't walk on this grass, and I think that's more obvious in the original, but it's like lightly colored here in the remaster, so it doesn't look as obvious. In the original, it's called Free Will, but in Suikoden 2 on PS1 and in Suikoden Remasters, it's Auto. I think there's a Unite. I think we start with a Unite, so I'll go through that. I do like they kept the little swirly thing on the ground. Here. And here I can just do identically. I had felt the damage numbers might have been bloated, but I guess not. There's an extra enemy here. So when you finish battles, it gives you XP is indicated on a little bar. The original doesn't do that. It runs the numbers up and you can let it play out. So that's the easier way of telling when you level up. If you skip through it, it just jumps pretty damn fast. Changed Bandai's mind on the Xenosaga Remaster. Well, here's how Harada has talked about it pretty transparently. And here's how it works at Bandai Namco. That's the people that decide that shit on the marketing it's a revolving door position. And there will be people that come in from college into those positions. The people that come from college with different ideas and maybe different methods of research. I think it's having it be a different marketing team. I think is the only way to explain why. Yeah, it's a PC version. Explain why they determined Baten Kaitos would be over be the thing to do over Xenosaga. Granted, the quality of the game, like Baten Kaitos, I enjoyed that a lot. But at the same time, that's also like, do you want Bandai Namco to do that? Like, do you want Bandai Namco to remaster them? How would they handle it? Would they handle it respectfully? Or would it be like Tales of Graces, which I think the remaster of was pretty solid? Or would it be like Tales of Symphonia? Or Baten Kaitos? Somewhere in that range of how they handle remastering that game. Oops, Evan's out of the battle. Let's keep going here. So yeah, no diagonal movement there. And just do the auto. Because the auto like battle like positions and everything's pretty cool. Watching everyone take their turns simultaneously. So it would be cool. It's cool out if you have somebody on your team who's going to, if you make them use an item or if you make them cast a spell to heal, they will still do that even if the enemies are about to die and they don't technically go first in the lineup. So that's what's cool about the Suikoden, like things like the Suikoden battle system. I like being able to do that. Yeah, I wish it was I'm drawn to the charm. Hello, Jesus. I'm drawn to the charm of the original backgrounds just being on PlayStation. You know, I do like how they weren't flat. It's like little things like that. Here's what I'm talking about with the tiles, at least used in this background, right? Is wait, I'm in the wrong one, I think. Oh yeah. Oh Jesus, yeah. So like, well, like you could still like think you could walk over this in the original, I guess. The way it's like darker, I think indicates that a little better. Everyone, please stop texting me. There we go. Catch up here. This looks like you should be able to walk over it in the remaster. We do have battle speed. Battle speed increases the speed of the music too. This is a game though where the turn-based battles, because of free will, can be so damn fast already. I don't really think you even need a speed up function. I think it is weird to do that with music though, but whatever. Side by side. Yeah, to the best of my ability. The run speeds are different between the versions, so it's a little harder to do. Thank your channel. Your reviews are very useful. I appreciate hearing that. Means a lot. Oh, what happened to Gremio's health? Kind of in both versions. No, it's a lot lower. All right. This can also be identical. So. That's all we needed. We just need that. Make sure we do the Unite attack. For a remake, how like in time everything is actually pretty cool. Still not over that one. I think it's in a, you know, it got patched into a better state, but it should have, arguably it should have been in that state when it came out, you know. So I get that. We should win the fight before Gremio perishes. Ideally. Once we get back to town, we'll also listen to the music. Yeah, I don't know, it feels like weird to think that the pixel backgrounds just blend in better in the original. What had me really thinking about that was when we did, Fantasia, right? And Fantasia, being a completely original game, a modern game, still had this feeling to it. I mean, it was an Apple Arcade game, it was still like designed with touchscreens in mind. But even like art style wise, it still felt like it feels like, and that's completely under like Sakaguchi's direction, and it still looked like that. Are you playing both the remaster? The remaster is on my PC, and the PS1 version is running on real hardware. So I got a PS1 controller in my left hand and an Xbox controller in my right. But it's original hardware, PS1 SCART cable. It's my only console I have with RGB. It's really cool. I do that over PS3 or over PS1, because if you get really, really unnecessarily picky, you could find things to prefer about the PS1. At the very least, over the PS3, because the PS1 will output at a resolution made to be stretched to 4:3 by a CRT. So the actual render resolution the signal put out is squished. It's intentionally squished because a normal CRT TV will fix it. But when you deal with digital, like the PS3, anything digital, it does not do that stretching. It is easier to do that stretching on... It is easier to do that stretching via an upscaler like the RetroTink, which is what we're doing. This is a RetroTink 4K. Not 4K, sorry, 5X Pro. So it is easier to properly fix the resolution, aspect ratio of the game to what it is intended to be through the RetroTink. Also, it looks sharp as hell. Play Mega Man Legends Legacy Collection, absolutely. If there was a Legends Legacy Collection, I would be playing them immediately. I would prioritize that shit. I hope at least I would like echo the message of anyone that is at least still like talking about Suikoden and wants people to play it. These are great games. I think these are games that there is a fan base behind them for a reason, and I think they're worth playing. Maybe if not the remaster, maybe the originals. But yeah, this is Suikoden 1 and 2. Suikoden 1 and 2. We're going through Suikoden 1 for now. Soon we'll swap over to Suikoden 2. Oh, I gotta move. The OG is on RetroTink 4K. That'd be nice. Are these games any good? I believe so. They have an absurd amount of... Does anyone in chat know how many party members are in each of these games? There is a collection aspect to them of getting your party members. And the way it does battles, it's the way it does turn-based battles, I think, is actually a little more engaging than some things like Saga or first Dragon Quests, because you choosing everything at once before everyone goes, but then everyone goes, and it's a bit more engaging in how the battles look. Even if you put it on auto and everyone just goes at once, I really like the battle system. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if the art style has been doing this the game any favors. The music has been pretty good. There's things to chalk up with the revised script and quality of life. What was it? I had another point. I don't know. The visuals, though, you gotta look at the visuals the whole playthrough, you know? So that does carry a bit of weight. In 2 as well on PS1. 2 has a ton of sprite animation, like 2 on PS1 has so many like sprite animations just that get used once. Because it's on PS1, they can do that now. It's really cool how far they do it with 1, well, with 2. There are, I wouldn't know, but it's I mean, a lot of more people have played 2. 2 might be one people more want to start with. There's a fire orb, or fire crystal. It is an orb, so I get that one. On the old art style. It should be possible. I don't want to assume it's Unity. Let me take 2 seconds to check if this is Unity. Yes, this is Unity. Let's look at the files. Yeah, this is a Unity. So yeah, modding should be possible. The collision is mostly the same too. So maybe you can get away with the original backgrounds? Maybe. I don't know how well it'll work out, but it feels like the collision on maps are the same. You fucked, Ted. Oops, wrong way. Yeah, so 104 party members you can get. Absurd amount. And that's the appeal of it. That and the battle system. Oops, sorry. Going too fast. I didn't get anything with Steam Summer Sale. At least I don't think so. I gotta save for Xenoblade. I had to save for this. You know, I wasn't given a code. This is not a stream. If they gave me a code, I probably would have streamed it last week. Yeah, remaster of Persona 1 and 2. You know what I've been feeling with Monster Hunter lately, right? Is I remember I streamed Monster Hunter Wilds the first day before it came out. I'm at like 100 hours now. I've started playing Generations again. They should port Generations to PC. That would be so cool if they ported Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate to PC. Or if on Switch 2 it was 60 FPS, that would be nice. Yeah, it runs nicer on consoles. Both are 108 characters, the 108 Stars of Destiny, but Suikoden 2 has a few extra you can get. I like it a lot. From how far I've been into it. I don't know about like video, you know, like I was saying in how I'm feeling. I don't know how far along anything is. I can't like, at the moment I'm not like in a position to really say. It's coming, but I can't like tell you when I'm gonna get back to it, you know. It's not even about like I said, it's not even about burnout on YouTube. It feels like burnt out on everything. So it's hardly like a YouTube thing anymore. So it's just a lot going on that I got to get through before I do any other videos. PS2 and PS3 Ratchet games. I would like them to. Hold on. Like the ones was Second Story R. Yeah. Yeah, they kind of struck gold with that, because it's a little... I mean, that's HD 2D, but the original game was already 3D. Sorry, the original game was pre-rendered backgrounds. It wasn't a tiled background. I think that was a good approach to it. That like, what I was getting at though, with how fast and engaging the turn battles in this originally start out as, and why it doesn't really need the speed up, is the battle system of like Star Ocean 2. They felt the need that for a modern audience that needs to be sped up a little bit, made it a little more engaging, put some new mechanics in there, wouldn't hurt. It really didn't hurt to do that. And the Suikoden battle system doesn't need that many adjustments. And I think that's speaks to how well these games actually mechanically aged. We'll wrap things up on Suikoden 1 once we get to Rockland. I'll show the silly little cup minigame. In the and hello Gord. And in the there is a cup minigame to make money in that you can access right in the beginning of this game, and you can manipulate it too. There will be a repeat in patterns. And you can reload and just get the patterns. You know, do low bets, see what the pattern is, reload, do the same one but on higher bets, and then you make a fuck ton of money right away out of the gate. So there's an exploit like that in the original game. To my understanding, that is not in the remaster. So we'll show each of like those ones once. However, you can also, the way you'll see it when I show it off, the way the cups move, you can physically track them with your eye. Something that did not exist. Oh shit, we gotta go sleep at the inn. Something that certainly, do we need to heal in the original? Yes. Something that didn't exist back then was, everyone having a camera in their pocket. So there is a, you can do that. You could record it with your phone if you really need a money exploit. But it's not like terribly necessary. Star Ocean 3 voice acting sucks. I can imagine. Poison flashes. Sad. It looks similar to that in the original. I think it flashes for less frames than the original. More, epileptic. You just go to the inn, get revived and everything. No churches, nothing like that. Just sleep in an inn and you're good. No inn theme, which would be the indication of you're probably gonna be in and out of those inns a lot. Yeah, we can go from here now. That's about the same movement speed, the overworld speed. I don't know how the encounter rates work. I've had it more notable at some point. Oh shit, I forgot about the orb. Wilds crashed when making a meal. The cheese was simply too good. Apparently. Hold on, look, where's that inn? Not the inn. Is there an orb place here? I can't show it off. So we got a rune with the orb. The town building with the orb over it you go to and you use that to equip them. Anyway. The original JP voice as well would help. Yeah. Yeah, have a dual what is it? Dual audio. Huh. No, yeah, that portrait's on point. So yeah, it's in Suikoden 2 it's called Potch. So this is just correcting it. The only game that calls it Bits is the original one in English. Anyway, you do. Oh shit! How am I gonna do this? Okay, I'm gonna do my best. Okay, man, that makes it way harder even when it's slower. I got wrong on both of them. Oh no, I did not get it wrong on both. So anyway. Let's do one at a time for 1,000. Still faster. Fuck, they got me. What was the game recently? There was a game recently that had something like this, but the minigame would fake it out. I forgot what one I'm thinking of. It would have a cup like go halfway, basically. Jesus Christ. Cups move faster in the original. Yeah. Not like it's important though, because again, you could, if you care about exploiting, like look at this shit. There's no keeping up with 10K. Oh shit, I have enough money? No, I don't have enough money. Wait. Oh, okay, she did warn me. If you do 10K, you're not following that. You are not following the 10K with your eye. You probably could if you, like, could really focus. It's absurdly fast. But yeah, the exploit is doing this a few times. If I made a save before I did this, did it a couple times to see the pattern, it would be the same pattern, and then go from there. And that's not possible in the original. Alright, well that was embarrassing. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's get over to the second game. I was thinking how I was gonna do this on the PS1, but I don't care. I just... Oh, wait, I have to physically turn it off and on. Switch to day one. I will as well. What are the price rumors? I'll do 300 or 350. Don't do PSIO, by the way. My advice straight up is, if you want to play backups on your PS1, no matter what, have somebody else install it for you, unless you've already done things of that caliber before. I forget what the other mod chip is, one that's more recent. Hold on, let me get to the menus and have them back out so it's in sync. There we go. While this does, let me see what it is. We've talked about this before. I believe it's X Station. My advice is just pay somebody to install X Station for you. The problem with doing it yourself is that it requires, with X Station, you gotta unsolder one of the, a sizable chip from the fucking board with a ton of pins to it connecting it. So you gotta unsolder all of those pins, install it, and then put that chip back in. I would say just pay somebody to begin with. The amount of money that went into the stupid, like, PSIO, I should have just paid someone at the beginning. X Station would have cost less and it would have been less work. PSIO has work you have to do with the files, and it's a waste of time and money, but I mean, it works. I 400's my max. I wouldn't do 450. I really hope they don't do 400 though. It's been out of their control, but whatever. Thankful Xenoblade X Remaster isn't 70, it's 60. Hope they do 401. I mean, with tax, they will. Oh god, I put a lot of time into Suikoden 2 already. I played way further into Suikoden 2 than I was going to on the stream. I guess we'll see where we are in the first hour. Let's see. Hello, Rita. It asks right here if you want to load data from Suikoden 1. In the original, it does it after you name your character. This dude's name is Ryu. I'm glad they kept it saying, determine. Hello, Rita. Will Switch 1 get updates? It's probably gonna be on a case-by-case basis. The thing is that some Switch games are built with scalability already applying because of undocking and docking. So if there are Switch games where if they are dynamic resolution, you could expect them to, at least on Switch 2, never swap to the lower resolution. I would at least expect that. Anything else would probably have to be manual. That's what I'm saying, like, I hope Capcom at least patches Generations Ultimate so that it goes up to 60 FPS. Which, there's already a mod you can do that with. You can do that on Switch itself. It makes your Switch really fucking hot if you do that. But it is something, it is a Switch you can flip. It is an integer you can swap on. To avoid saying, Switch again. Yeah, we got look at the little things. Anything here to look at? Stats are different. Wait. Yeah, tech is just called dexterity. That probably doesn't mean anything, though. It could just be standard RNG. I wouldn't look into that too much. So you can already run in the original. You can't go diagonal, but you can run in the original. Oh yeah, you can also L2 in these games like Pokemon games and I guess Dragon Quest 2 because you can use any button. L2 is another confirm button. And it is also a sprint button. So I can hold down L2 and sprint in the original. Let's see. Feels a lot more uniform now. Oh, thank God. Granted, I'm still holding down like 4 buttons to do this. Anyway, we're just going over here. That's all. No diagonal in the original's killing me. The only diagonal you get is when you're running up against a slope. We can go into the commander tent and get yelled at, but let's get to sleep. Put Halo on Switch 2. That'll be cool. I forgot to listen to the music. Actually, I'll just do it from the menu here. The original music, like Suikoden 2 is known for its music to begin with. I wish there was an option to go between the soundtracks. So this is the original you're hearing. And then, oops. They kept some things like Joey spelling. Oops. Man, I wish I had two left hands. Part of the points of what we're seeing is that everybody in this military and in this little camp here are children. Oh no, we're still going out that way. There we go. Dialogue choices in the first game do not carry weight, but dialogue choices do matter in the second game. I don't think there's any paramount ones in the beginning of the second game, though. Two-handed, one controller. Honestly, yeah, that would work with this one, where the movement speed's identical. Actually, no, it wouldn't because of the diagonal movement. I mean, if I had both hands on the controller, it would be a lot easier to not hit diagonals on accident. Yeah, at the very least, the second game's worth, what more people are like, talk about. The second game, I think, is worth giving a shot, if anything. If anything could be taken away from this. Oh, I forgot I could do that. So I can keep my hand in the same spot on both controllers, actually. I'm just claw gripping one of them and holding the other normal. Never mind, I can't speed it up with one of the bumpers. That's unfortunate. Fuck. Oh, they made that a bridge. Huh. I like how that looks, though. Yes, the collision's still the same, right? So I guess, yeah, collision's still the same, I think. So if you mod in the original, I guess you're still not technically changing that. Oh, shit. There we go. So this is a battle you can, this is a battle you can repeat here and farm some XP, farm some levels. You might be farming more often, like, in this game. That's not out of the question. So this would be a good place to do it. Yeah, same numbers here. Oh wait, they're off by 1. Oh yeah, we have that Unite attack right out the gate. In the original, to go back, it's triangle, not circle. So there's their Unite attack. Which it looks slower in the PS1 version because it's that rendering slowdown. I'm a sucker for that, man. I don't know what to say. Yeah, the battlegrounds are flat in the second game on PS1 as well. So at least I would weigh them differently compared to the remaster. So if you do this option a second time, third time, and then on the fourth time they swap it, and you gotta do down, you gotta do the second option. And then you repeat this battle, and it's the same battle as before. More crude makes it better? That's what you want from it, yeah. It would be better for you, yeah. Sometimes it goes outside of the crudeness into the potential misunderstandings in lines that got out of context in the original localization because they were not giving context for lines and what they mean. I'm trying to think of an example here. Final Fantasy VII was in its approach of localization was written as if without any context of what happens after Midgar. Midgar was written first, before localization knew anything that would come later. Before the single person that localized it knew what would come later. Oops. I didn't see what level we're at, so it is a few times. But I don't know if that's the case here. I'm really just like saying that to fill air. I really don't know if that's the case with this localization. Nintendo with remasters. Super Mario RPG was pretty fucking good. They understood, like, the Mario RPG is an approach I wish others would take with it. FIFA 38, good. I probably did the same. I probably got it on GMG or something. How's everyone? Oh, everyone's health is fine. Let me see. You should go to like level 4 or 5. You don't have to, but it's a neat little thing to do. Repeat this a few times. Persona is sort of an example, where when they originally did Persona 3 back on PS2, there wasn't context as to what shadows were that are later explained in Persona 4. And then in Reload, it's putting in more understanding akin to 4, which was a realization there in the original Japanese, but that's not something that was like explained to the original localization team. There is much more coordination and conversation between localization teams and the Japanese teams these days that avoid situations like that. Yakuza games, they get their scripts. The scripts are given to them with annotations. Which is why the different scenarios of Kiryu going translate to different English words. The intent is there, like, provided. Nintendo's stance on emulation. Archaic. Sucks. Let's do one more, I guess. This Punk's better than saying bastards. That one, I kind of like Punk. Yeah, I'll give it that one. Bastards is probably more traditional in when it's used, right? I like Punks. Because you don't see it as much anymore. That may also be a time thing. They may have said Punk more often. Bring back Punk. The Street Fighter player. Yeah, we're talking about Street Fighter, right? Punk is 100% a better player than Bastard. Anyone else watch Capcom Cup? At that point, I like how evenly these numbers are. Straight down to the XP. Anyway, I'm glad they didn't touch that, because usually that's not something... At this point, without the original 2 as fell, it doesn't feel like the numbers need tweaking. Yeah, I was rooting more for players than others. Can't wait for Season 2 of Street Fighter. Anyway, Xenogears translated by one person. At that time, it makes sense that it would be like that too. Did the best with what they were given. Yeah, no promise. What, for Xenoblade? For Target or Best Buy? Is that what we're talking about? The week before, I genuinely wouldn't know. Every time I pre-order a game physical a week before it comes out, it's never day one. Never get it day one. I wouldn't know where to go for that. I would literally, like, call and ask. Like, there's no problem, like, you know. With Target or Best Buy, they get their, any store physical and retail, they get their stock depending on how many pre-orders there are. It would be hard to say if they haven't already ordered and have them by then. Is a patch translation mod is recommended? I wouldn't know. Like we were saying, for 98, it's an impressive job. Frankly, I would just play it how it is. I would just play it vanilla. I was just saying, it's loading on that first one. I think it sounded weird in the first 2 hours. I would just go with the original. Personally. This is for Suikoden 2 and Suikoden 1. I would still rather play these remasters for convenience sake. I'm wondering if I had more time. I think it wouldn't be out of the question for me to try the originals, though. Huh. I mean, this dialogue option doesn't matter. This would be what I would say. It would have properly said ambush in both. Anyway. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Oh, you get this extra dialogue, though. You get, like, 1 extra line of dialogue. Oh, if you lie, you get extra dialogue. The other one, I don't think mattered. If you say no, you're not, I think you get an extra line. I think are worse than the OGs. My last FF7 playthrough was on PS1. I wish my last FF9 playthrough could be the original. The only reason I would not do it is because of the camera time. Like, if I had played FF9 on PS1, I would really like to, take out the fucking camera pan in when any time you start a battle. That shit's so obnoxious. But there is also a lot of benefit to speeding up in FF9. Oh yeah, the Magiri mod. The Magiri mod changed how it does its AI backgrounds more to, stable diffusion, I believe is the term. I don't think that looks as good. But I don't know where that stands at the moment. The stable diffusion backgrounds may be optional at this point. The stable diffusion ones look more AI. How it was before they introduced that, it looked fantastic. It already looked great. I don't think it was necessary at all to do that. But Magiri mod, yeah. That being said, I can't recommend that version without a mod, so I guess you could say that's worse. Bots and Kaitos was frustrating, dude. Tales of Symphonia, even with, like, there's always a balance of content, and that's kind of an annoying decision to make. Because there is a lot of time where the extra content in the later versions is superfluous. You know, it's not always a huge deal. Though getting, particular about content being content. There's other things that we'd make exceptions for without thinking about it. In terms of things they removed, it's like, I'm glad they removed that. Let's put the original assets. I don't know. It's you know, like I said, with there's people that are like in a revolving door situation, fresh out of like college with a tone deaf idea of things like pixels do not appeal to a modern audience, or that pixels need to be stretched. Like, you can't do things 4x3. What are you gonna do with those bars on the side? You know, that kind of line of thinking. That's about the same. Tactics Ogre is a good example. Like I mentioned it before. When a Final Fantasy Tactics remaster happens, I would really like this to not be the case, but do not be surprised if Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster does the same kind of sprite smoothing that Tactics Ogre does. The option for borders, yeah, that's a good solution. I think the borders are the way to go. The option, actually an option to turn them off would be the best, because I don't want them on. Yeah. Yep, it is dumb thinking, yeah. There are people that use those sprite smoothing filters though, and there's enough to of them on like a surface level to appeal to. I disagree with it, so as long as it stays like an option. There we go. Mazda fixed the backgrounds. I don't know. I don't know if Suikoden will be large enough to like seek that demand from anyone who would be able to put the work in to do it. There are modding projects started for it though. Actually, I was in the Moogles and Mods Discord. They opened up channels for modding. Which is just this, one of them, the Suikoden fix I talked about, which is it does a bunch of things. Instant messages, edit your saves, damage, money, and experience multiplier. The other thing that I was mentioning it for was always dashing. His button ones. Backgrounds, though, that'll take time. I wouldn't expect backgrounds for quite a while. Saga 1, yep, I enjoyed that one. Saga, what was the other one I was thinking of? Saga usually does a good job. Damn, there's another Square one I'm thinking of. Star Ocean gets by, especially 2. That's like a remake though at that point. Legend of Mana, yeah, Legend of Mana was very good. I really enjoyed that. Granted, the stupid frame pacing thing in battle, I don't know if that ever actually got fixed. That was annoying. So I have to assume this will still work in this one. Let's see. So you want to get like, I think like 2 pairs of boots, but you'll say 3 pairs of boots because you're gonna equip one of them. Granted, and you can also just ask again. I fucked it up. Was it before talking to those? Damn. In the order you do it in, you can get a second pair of boots from her, and you can just keep getting boots handed to you from her. In the original, presumably, you can still just... the whole point of this, though, is asking for 3 so that you can equip some yourself. Oh yeah, this game has a mini-map mini map. This one has an overhead map. The original, I'm pretty sure, doesn't have this. I pressed it because it's on the original menu button. Excuse me. Yeah, Falcom does a good job. Yeah. Plenty of great ones. Which I'm more happy to talk about, as we've been trashing on games for a while tonight. Yeah, Chrono Trigger on PC is certainly in a better state. It's just weird they haven't brought it anywhere else. Do Sky remake? I really want to. Yeah. For sure, at least a day one stream of Sky. Yeah, for sure. The map function is new for both games. Go. Anyway, moving on. Walk speed is the same here. Let's see. Actually, was this dialogue changed? No, they left that alone. But that's not the end of the promiscuous dialogue, so we'll keep an eye on that, I guess. Again, it is a point that, like everybody that was in the military in the beginning, incredibly young. Anyway, what all were we getting? Actually forgotten already. It was the boots. We're gonna be told flour, we're out of flour, we gotta go to the village. What was the other thing? Coal? There's a third thing we had to get. The flour we gotta leave for. I'll probably just go and ask. Flint? Yeah, we can walk in here. Can't really do anything, but... This is the controller that's primarily in front of me, and also it's taking up my whole main monitor, so it's a lot easier for me to read through this. This goes out of town. Yeah, door's locked anyway. It might have just been down here. Oh, it was just here. Yeah. It was right here. So the flour we gotta leave town for, so we'll worry about that later. Oops. You bump into a lot of stuff in the original, but I think having diagonal movement fixes that. It'll take for you to make a video. When I was, like, able to do it consistently without problems, like less than a month, I was able to get them out. Now my approach is more involved, though. As every time I do a video, I find somewhere else to, like, improve on. In my approach, and my approach makes things take longer. Okay. Ideally a month, though. As, you know, the idea was to get them out monthly. That game is girthy. Yeah, it is. What's your longest video? Persona? Mega Man? It might be Mega Man. It might be Persona. When are you gonna start clickbaiting your thumbnails and titles? I already do. I think it's for sure like 40 minutes. Nothing's gone over an hour. I forget which one is 40 minutes. I want to say like Persona, but Mega Man Battle Network was also long. Technically, it would be Battle Network because that was split up into 2 videos. Battle Network had to get split up into 2 videos, so. Let's see, Remaster. No F-Zero. Star Fox, though. I still want Wind Waker HD. Again. I just did a randomizer for Wind Waker HD. At the end of last year. I still really like Wind Waker HD. But I mean, I like both of them. But HD is great. However, some of the appeal of HD is the touchscreen, the gamepad. So not having the gamepad makes it not care as much. It still look nice though. But yeah, I do know with Xenoblade 1, I completely finished Xenoblade 1 before I did the port review. I think I'll probably do the same with X, though X is like, well, okay, they're adding new stuff to X, so that probably would make it more important. Because X isn't really Xenoblade Chronicles X is not as narratively driven, as other Xenoblade games, so it's not something to go into with that expectation with, right? But they are adding new stuff to it. 10 months to finish everything in Xenoblade. Oh, fuck. Back. Ton of side quests, yep. Yeah, and the online missions. Let's skedaddle. This is the basement. We don't get out from here. Here, this is the front exit. Okay, let me get here now. I guess in the video I can talk about if Pretendo lets you do the Xenoblade Chronicles X missions on Wii U. I don't know if Pretendo lets you do it. I was trying to do, what is it? Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on Wii U. You can use Pretendo to get the DLC missions, but you cannot play multiplayer with Pretendo, which is a bummer. That's what I was really hoping for. There we go. Just trying to FE Castle rating up and running again to allow people to pursue the 10,000 battle and visitation points. They got a lot on their plate, for sure. I was hoping they had anything for Pokemon, but I think Pokemon had too much proprietary stuff. Well, the same with Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter's server shut down separately. Where are we going? Up. Oh yeah, get the idle animation. Yeah, the 2 is a really damn charming game. Yeah, I really wish this sprint was a toggle on the original. Not here. We could, sharpen. Well, it's called upgrade now, but sharpen. Yeah, press triangle to do that. Let me remember where I was going. I think when I get into the building, I'll remember. There is a little, like, thing going on. Isn't playing from optical disc. It probably is. It's possible. I don't know how well the, how much the PSIO speeds up. Because yeah, it's reading from the serial port on the back, not from, which has an SD card. So it's not the optical drive. I don't know how much more that speeds it up by. In some of the games that I have, like, to compare, I don't know how much I notice it. It's not, I haven't looked at any games that stand out with their long loading times, basically, is what I mean. Oh right, we're here for flour. Here. Pretty sure the item shop, yeah, the item shop. Yeah, Remake has a vignette effect. It was more prominent in 1. I hate when they do that. More so, I also don't like when you can't turn it off. PS1 Chrono Trigger, yeah. We can give it a look if I remember. I have that one sitting on my desk because I have a lot of my games I'm going to print out covers for. Because I bought like proper CD jewel cases for all my loose PS1 games. So at least for the sake of looking nice on the shelf, I want to get them more going on. Not just something to properly store them in. Okay, so this isn't going on till later. What do they say right now though? I think they just dismiss you. They did the same thing in the original. Vagrant Story, I wouldn't be hopeful. Well, it would have to, if there was Vagrant Story, it would probably be done like Chrono Cross. Well, we'll see. We'll get plenty more of them later. It's supposed to be a village inside a forest. Yeah. Yakuza 1 and Kiwami at some point, but, you know, no promises there. It's not on my list of immediate things to cover. But personally, I would like to do it. Fuck. Well, I might as well get into a battle in 2. Yeah, so this stream isn't indicative of the encounter rates either, since it goes back and forth between which ones gets battles first. Yeah, no Unite attacks yet. I get Peak Usa2. What the hell is Peak S? Peak S2. You lost me on that, Gord. There we go. Yeah, a little bit faster and Remaster's combat. PS2. Oh, okay. Peak S2. I get it. Oh, I get it. I was gonna say, I have played Pikmin. I haven't played them recently enough to comment on it, though. PS5 and Switch versions of these, any drastic differences in performance? I don't know off the top of my head. We got some time here, though. Let me see. I don't think so, but let me get a more concrete answer here. You know, do the whole Eric trilogy in one video. It'll be one game at a time. For sure. One game at a time. No, I unfortunately do not have an answer for, if the Switch version's, okay to get. I hate that I can't look at this game and be sure. That's so frustrating. But we'll see. I would give it like a look somewhere, like Reddit. Or see if there are any other videos to properly cover it. So heard Switch version's fine to get. I believe it is, but I hear too many mixed things on other games. I think I'm conflating it with it. What was the last one we were talking about? Tales of Graces? You're gonna do Trails in Sky. I would like to do a video for it. We'll stream it day one at least. I don't see anything Switch can't do. I've said that before, and sometimes they prove me wrong. Yeah. Ideally, yeah, this port should be perfectly fine on Switch. I'm gonna have to look for these in original and then go follow them in HD. There aren't that many, though. That was me, that was not you, chat. That was my Steam notifications. You did not get a notification, I did. Here we go. Video on a most. Xenoblade 1 was pretty damn eye-opening. I already love the Battle Network series. It's... What I do is so nice because there's so many games where every time there are remasters announced, it's like, I have a great reason to delve and get into this different RPG. Suikodens are a good example of that, Live Alive. Here. Atelier, on the other hand, Unstable 20. Oh. Not terribly surprising. Trails games in order. I've played one. So, I don't have time. I would like to. That's another one, though. That's another I played one. It's like, I need to play more of this, and yet I do not have time. Digigaiden 2 Black. I had to, when that actually came out, I had to reference my own video to remember some stuff about it. And get the context of, like, why it's, based on Gaiden, and where its shortcomings are because of being based on Gaiden. You know what's cool is the Xbox 360 recompilation? That could be used with the original Ninja Gaiden 2. And have that version over Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. I think that was the last one. Okay, cool. Right, I went into the room. Fuck. Fuck. Yes, got it. Of course. The talent reply made more sense. It didn't sound as weird, but I was going by too fast to think about it much. Trails the One Piece of JRPGs. I think that's correct, yeah. If anyone needs a disclaimer on that, yes, we like One Piece around here. Is it Kingdom Hearts? Hell no. No, not even close. When you play a Trails game, you'll get it. There may be a more apt comparison, but I don't know what it would be, not off the top of my head. Not a Conan, though. That would go too far. And it kind of missed the point. It's the pirate anime? Yeah, it's the pirate anime. Massive world building and great characters. And there's a lot to it. Are we done? Oh yeah, we're trying to escape. We didn't escape. Hoping you do a comparison video. I will at some point. Like I was saying, I'm like in my taking a break from YouTube. I'm more burnt out in general. It's not just from YouTube. I'm not like I'm not like feeling terribly great these days. So, it's up in the air when things get back on pace. So there will be port reviews coming. It's just, you know, let's we're gonna have to keep them shelved for now. Japanese only audio with English text and feel like reading text. I get that. Yeah, there's cases where if it's a game like Trails, that wouldn't stop me, but there are other games where that would stop me in, probably. That is an important one, though, because Trails games are so text-heavy. And they are... And to go into it more, they are practically impossible to keep up with how much NPC dialogue changes. It's a really awesome, like, attention to detail. But goddamn, if you like have a completionist mindset of reading every scrap of NPC dialogue, the Trails games may not be for you. It's a really cool, like, detail of them, though. But man. I do a video comparing hot dogs and hamburgers. I was thinking of doing the Final Fantasy port review on April 1st. I don't know if it should do the intro, and then I say Royal Edition, and then the video ends. Or if I should skip the intro, just say Royal Edition, and then the video ends anyway. I like that there's a very finite answer there. Definite answer there. We'll give nuance to everything else. With Final Fantasy 15 on April 1st. We go as fast as we can. Oh yeah, we gotta go up this way. Because the front door is still locked. So we gotta get outside the other way. It was made from the cut DLC. Yeah, that probably, I believe it was, yeah. It's not, I've never been a fan of saying the original 15 was incomplete. As some of that gets based on what was expected in Versus. However, it is, compared to Royal Edition, it is disjointed as hell. So, yeah, close enough there. I won't die on that hill either, yeah. Remaster really looks beautiful. It shines more in 2. Yeah, 2 is doing it more favors. As was said at the beginning of the stream. Shit, what direction were we going in? Oh yeah, we're going to the town we were already at, Ryubei. Oh. Guess we'll get a battle. And oh, these Blade Bunnies, I think they're called Cut Rabbits in the PS1 version. If you do play these, there is a really good rune that can drop off of them called Double Beat. It lets a character go twice in a turn, which is as strong as it sounds like, and it's crazy to get it at this point in the game. It has a 2% drop rate on these dudes. And these are already a rare enemy to get here. Damn. It would be really funny if it just dropped there. These are not terribly hard games. However, it is really funny that you can just break them, like, right away in doing that. But yeah, those, what do you call them? Blade Bunnies? I like they went for that alliteration. Oops. Drop a very good item. Yeah, get that room. Yeah, about farm them in the mountain pass coming up. Yep. Would be very good to have. Get a few of them. At least, like, 2. But I mean, they are a 2% drop rate, so if you don't care that much, you can go on. It's just that that's a very funny opportunity to start getting them. Kingdom Hearts Steam ports would be a lot. Just because, even if Kingdom Hearts never came to PC, that would still be a lot. And there'd be a lot to, like, God, wrap your head around. Like, Kingdom Hearts 1 had missing source code. So Final Mix is... Ugh. And there's a lot there. The thing with Kingdom Hearts is there are more than likely people more suited, more educated, and more passionate about the series to already do that. Are the Kingdom Hearts Steam ports good? I think so, yeah. Yeah, they're plenty playable. Okay, so they more directly tell you here, because this is what you're supposed to do, is stay fucking still. She more deliberately tells you what you're supposed to do in this sequence, which is stay still through all the dialogue choices. But yeah, just a simple, straight answer. Yeah, the Kingdom Hearts PC ports are worth playing, yeah. I was planning to, when they came out to Steam, I applied for a code, and if I got one, I was gonna throw the randomizer at it. I didn't get a code, and I guess that works out because the randomizer did not work for the Steam version when it came out. And then they updated the Epic Store version, and it didn't work there either at that point. So it works now, obviously, but the quality of life improvements. Yeah, they really busted the door wide open on Kingdom Hearts PC ports. Yeah, they're plenty fine to play. Okay, it was a Steam message. My Steam message, not yours, chat. Just somebody who got hacked was sending a phishing link, which they now just responded, "Don't click that, I was hacked." Newest one's called KH2 is Refined. I like that. And me, Bolgan. Send them a phishing link back. Yeah, is it youtube.com/AustinsV. We're at an hour. I think we can... Oh boy, we can try to go for this boss. Damn it, I was gonna do the beautiful lady line. Well, at least the beautiful lady line was still in the game. Because she responds to the flirting, too. Anyways, so that was left intact. Yes. Whoa. Okay, so, mediums can go either way, long in the back, short up front. Though mediums would still, it'd still keep them in the front, as long as the, longs are in the back. Okay, so it's just a visual representation. I like putting Bolgan in the middle here. Yeah, I like that. Exactly, see how she handles the guard. Man, how did Sakurai do this? For an action game, no less. I'm excited for ZA. For Pokemon ZA. I did a replay of Pokemon Y earlier this year, and I enjoyed my time with it. Hold on, they have a Unite attack, so let's get into a battle. So, you can attack. Unite. Do it here. Unite. Identical inputs. Go. Yeah, Wild Arms would be cool to see. It reminds me about Valkyrie Profile, which had a quote-unquote PS4, PS5 version, but it's just the PSP version. However, that's still, you know, something. At some point... I never tweeted the stream, oh well. Or blue skied it. Like I said, I really just, I just hit start streaming before I could think about it too much. Because this isn't necessarily that stressful, so it's just Don't overthink it, just hit live and start going. Excuse me. Did the original music kick up at this? They allude to it more in Remaster. Interesting choice. Okay, moving on. Fuck. Capcom 4 Breath of Fire games, or at least give them put them up on NSO. If you're not gonna remaster them, put them on NSO. Unless you think you're gonna do it in the next 5 years, then put it up there, who cares? I didn't put it on Zeus to either, or Poobie followers on Rata hear about it. Literally on Yaya. This is where you, this is the pond of farming. Oh shit. Plenty of them. Unite, no, I don't see a reason to not use the Unites. Granted, not those ones. Because those are, theirs are single target. It's probably gonna take them all out on PS1. Three and 4 PS1, yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, because they didn't go first, yeah. Yeah, double jab orb. It's called double jab. That's pretty crazy. We got it on the second battle here. Again, 2% drop rate. Oops. It is the same case, though, of I believe you need to go into town to equip them, your runes. You can't equip them while you're out and about. So that's cool. We got one though. I'm glad I could illustrate that. Yeah. Firewall. There is some equipment stuff we could do though. Let me see here. So these abilities are thrown onto them and are used. And it's a trade-off of, do you give them an item to do damage, or do you give them a little more defense with an object? So, who has the, fire orb? Rena. I am 100 damage to one enemy. Plus 1 defense. We'll throw the, that one. So she'll be doing lots of damage there. Granted, they gotta be doing the Unity attack the whole time. I guess I'll actually pay attention to how much damage we're doing. Yeah, they've had Breath of Fires on the museum website. I believe they've been in surveys too. It's hard to say if it really means much. I maybe should have wanted to buy armor. Your protagonist is always going to be in battle, so they're worth prioritizing in terms of gear. There may not be cases where you get to settle in a party for everyone. I mean, we're gonna get more battles along the way, so we'll just move on. I think we'll never get ports or remasters. Anything licensed. That's a cheating answer, though. That's crazy. Well, we got some, okay, Escape Talisman here. Sin and Punishment. I booted it up. I have not, like, played much of it, though. I don't recall, anyway. Fight here, just so we can do the AoE. Parasite Eve? Yeah, probably not Parasite Eve. Wasn't there a licensing to Parasite? Or was it Dino Crisis? One of those RPGs had like a really weird, like licensing thing tied to them. That held them up, and it's like a really out there one that you wouldn't expect. But yeah. Don't want to fuck around with the bees. If they hit Joey, Joey's dead. Tier Ring Saga is basically Fire Emblem for PS1. Correct, yeah, same creator. Oh god, more bees. At least we have more health on PS1 though, right now. Give me one remaster. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. I've definitely had answers to it before. I'm not sure what my answer would be right now. Okay, that's the only one that needed it. Nice. That's where he left Nintendo, but then Nintendo had some scummy things against him over IP bullshit. Yeah. I believe it's on. I got it on this thing. I'm pretty sure. On my PSIO. Fuck. Auto that. Unite here. You know what made me want to do this to where they're at the same time? It's the fact that battles play out as one whole cutscene. That's enough time to just go between them. There are 2 lawsuits and people say Kaga deserved to lose the second one. I would not know enough. Chestplay it. Not called chestplay in the original. It's called Leather Tunic, I think it's... Because it was like that in the first game too, it's what it's called. Aw, man. I guess I'll start equipping it. Over the use of the word emblem. Well, that's silly. So the first time, that makes sense why. Like, that should just be thrown out. Chestplate, right. So I gotta go to body, and then here, and then equip. Brass armor. Okay, so I was totally thinking of something else. Granted, leather equipment is still a thing in this game, but yeah. There we go. Did I get a hat in this one too? I think that came off of a battle. Yeah, that came from a battle. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, maybe we'll get another one. Maybe we'll get another, It took me like an hour to get the one I got on my other playthrough. Like, just to test things. It took me like an hour to get one. If I get 2 on stream, I'm taking improv classes. If I get 3 on stream... The video on why Fire Emblem creator broke the law. Holy shit, that's a lot of them. You might get one from that one. Damn. 3 on stream, we're bringing back Smash Fighter. Thank you for joining, Paper Luigi. Appreciate you watching. Tuning in. Enjoy your Tetris. God, I wish that were me. It feels like we're shiny hunting. That's how I was thinking this part of the stream would go. This is like shiny hunting. Alright. That's crazy. It even took a long time for me to just find the encounter with the Blade Bunnies. Desire sensor's too great now. That scared me, seeing the autosave thing pop up. But here's why. We can save here. So let me catch up now here. They're called bonbons in English in the PS1 version. I wasn't paying attention to what they were called in Remaster. I hope I am feeling up for some Tekken after this. I'm a little burnt on Monster Hunter. I mean, as I've been saying, I'm burnt in general, but Wilds left me with a lot to be desired, which is why, as I was saying, I started playing Generations Ultimate. Straight up, and I'm really enjoying my time in Generations Ultimate. It's not my first time playing it, but it's probably about to be the most time I've put into it. Generations Ultimate's great. Easy recommendation if anyone wants to see how Monster Hunter used to be. It is the Smash Ultimate of pre-World Monster Hunter. Not enough people going back, because the online is still like... Well, World was the first game to have SOSs, and technically have like a matchmaking. I already saved there. I already made a bunch of saves on here, which I then had to copy over. Save. I have not looked up if anyone has like an archive of saves for, wait, it didn't save. There it goes. If anyone has like an archive of Suikoden saves, I have not looked into it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do that on my own. And let me just go overboard on healing everyone. I think it's more important than the flaming arrows. Yeah, it is. Thoughts on triangle strategy? I couldn't, I didn't have time to try it. That's full, right? No. Wait, yes. Sorry, dyslexia. Alright, let's, do our best on this boss battle, eh? Star Ocean 4? Star Ocean 4 had de novo? They removed it from something recently. Yeah, they Square removed de novo from Visions of Mana. Visions of Mana had it removed the other day. Unless they did like Star Ocean around the same time. Yeah, that was like last week or something they did that. I'm gonna have you attack because Joey, you guys do this. Joey's gonna use that item. And I'm gonna study how much the Unity attack does, and I'm about to do the same thing here. I don't think I equipped the items. Fuck. How much does it do? 142. So I should get those items uses out of the way first. So you guys do the unity there. You attack. Yeah, get that out of the way. And attack. Alright. How's the remaster feel? It is, outside of how it looks visually, I would not have a problem like continuing my playthrough on this version. Oh, whoops. I think there will be a lot to benefit from doing that, but visuals are important. He's got to look at it the whole damn time. So how much that weighs is dependent on the person. Oh shit. Nope, just defense. Oh, I should have put one on Ellie. Whoopsie. Will Sega remove Denuvo from their games? If they haven't yet, I don't know. They have sometimes. They have on occasions removed it. That has happened before. The reason they do that is number one, because, you know, it's not doing much anymore. But because Denuvo, for publishers, they have to pay, like, a fee. Like, yearly? Monthly? There's a contract of continuously paying for it. So if there's a point where preventing your game from being pirated isn't profitable as opposed to paying the subscription, then they remove it. But it's not, to my understanding, Denuvo does not always do that now. It's more with older games they used to do that more with. This is a completely different creature. Oh, it's been, never mind, I wasn't paying enough attention, sorry. We're getting there, we're getting there. I already used all the items, I think. Yeah, we did. I will heal him next turn. Damn. This fight doesn't last terribly long. Heard you can't check the stat difference when equipping something in the remaster. I don't think you could in the original. I'll have to look at that later. I mean, it's a little late for it now, but... was that a counter phase when it starts looking like a woman? Was it doing a counter phase there? I gotta waste this whole turn healing now. Shit, hold on. I forgot I was healing. Just heal yourselves. Oh, Joey already has enough HP. Soul Reaver Remaster. It hadn't... I'd have to look into it again. It was possible in the original. I'll have to look. One thing at a time, though. So yeah, that's what's cool in this game is everyone, you let everyone heal, they do it immediately. I'm gonna assume that's a counter phase. And just go ahead and start healing up. Oh shit, Joey fell. Yes, it was a counter thing. Except she stayed like that. I'll just wait it out till she goes back to the other form. Okay, there we go. I think Xenoblade X will sell well, as long as like the expectation is put out there though, and people understand it's not as much of a story-driven game. And it should take 1 or 2 more turns on Remaster. Okay, there we go. Dope, dope. Different amount of money, but I don't know if anything makes scales money differently. That's it, huh? Why did he say I? Bolgan caught slipping. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit, Joey got revived. Oh, did they do that in 2? That might be a thing they do in 2. In 1, when they die, they do not get 1 HP after a battle. They stay down. Okay, same setup here. Attack, attack, attack. And, of course, that will happen as long as Joey doesn't get hit. Joey got hit. Nope, didn't get it. Frankly, that was really dumb of me, because now we have to fight them all at once, when we could have ended this already, and also I could have healed Joey, and now I cannot heal Joey. So that was a impressively stupid maneuver. Here, that'll actually that flame arrow will do the trick. It shows defense stat. There's no other one up there to equip. It shows defense stats, and presumably the ones that are relevant. Oh, there we go. Alright, we got 2. That's crazy. But then again, we're proccing it, we're rolling the dice twice as many times technically, so. Protection adds worded weirdly here, but same thing. It does give you the same information. Same thing too, where you get to browse through the other inventories. Unless we meant when buying stuff. If we meant with buying stuff, that would be different, but otherwise, no, it's showing it. The original doesn't even show you the stat, it just tells you the number difference. I was intending to stop here. I would like to get out of the dungeon, though, and I don't know how much longer the dungeon goes on for. I believe we should be, like, approaching literally the exit. Oh my god, I swear to god. There we go. Town and save at the inn. Fuck. I want to see what the other path is. Denied. I do like the original's 30, but the little like particle effect there that does below their feet is like 60. I like when they do that. Shit, they're both exits. Let's see here. This is where the timeline deviates. Oh. Okay, I missed it. Huh. By the way, that's what the map button does. That's in the original. The duck sound, I'm pretty sure you get in the original. Oh, it does just go on the head. Okay. Okay, so it only shows defense. This is a point. Damn it, and now I hope we can go back. Oh, but this is a point of why you have to get those orbs here, is because you can't go back. I don't know about right away. Fuck. Okay, cool. So defense stat it'll show, but this equipment changes speed, so we'll find out there if it showed it originally. Oh, hold on, Rita, hold on. Sorry, girl, give me a moment. One moment, hang on in there for 1 second. We'll call it as soon as we do this. Rita also needs to go OUT. Feathered hat. Hold on, girl. Same thing. Doesn't show us the difference in speed. So, okay. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll be streaming Xenoblade X next week. For full videos, I want to do them. I have nothing makes me feel better than doing the videos, the port reviews. I'm not in like, I gotta get through some shit, you know? Take care of Rita as well. I gotta really like put Rita first and take care of myself, and then we'll be back on track, but it'll be some time. Streams though, you know, streams are extremely low effort, so we'll be back with streams. We'll be doing Xenoblade X, and I feel like there are some other things on the horizon in the coming weeks that we'll take a look at. I forget what off the top of my head, but there will be more. And any of these, oh, Tony Hawk. We'll be doing a Tony Hawk stream before Xenoblade, as that will be really easy. Just, you know, play some Tony Hawk. That's much easier. And I would talk about 3+4 then. There's a lot to talk about with that, so that'll be soon. Anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in, and yeah, thank you for the continued support, everyone.